report. This is a special service of WCLJ Channel 42 to keep all of us in the community abreast of the many issues of concern to it. Today we'll be talking, among other things, about weight loss. And joining us again is Andre Crayton. He is with Bodies by Andre, and you've been here before, and we appreciate you being with us. And joining him is one of his success stories, or probably Mike Asbury. You would say that you're your own success story, but certainly with Andre's coaching and help and guidance and encouragement, and sometimes a kick in the tushy, I suppose. Well, tell me, Michael, how did you, let me just cue in our viewers, you've lost 75 pounds. How long did it take you to do that?
Well, about 6 weeks. It was initially come off pretty fast.
6 weeks for 75 pounds?
No, not all 75.
Okay.
The first 25 or 30 come off in 6 weeks really fast. But I'd say altogether, I'd say probably about 4 or 5 months. I mean, it was gone.
Was it hard?
Yeah. I mean, losing weight's not easy. I mean, it takes determination and someone behind you, you know. You can't do it alone. I honestly don't believe I couldn't for myself. I mean, the dieting and the weight training and everything, it's all hard.
You know, when we talk about weight, Mike, I know that you are a Christian. You made that clear right off the bat. I'm of that persuasion myself. But a lot of times as Christians, we think we shouldn't smoke because it harms the temple of God. We shouldn't drink. We know all these things we shouldn't do.
Sure.
And yet you go to a church function, and there's gads of gooey, greasy, sugary, high-calorie stuff.
Where you look.
and you know, you see everybody around you, and the Bible does condemn the sin of gluttony, and you see everybody around you that's carrying an extra 20, 30 pounds.
That's right.
I look at it as a spiritual matter, because we can't be serving the Lord if we feel rotten.
The body's the temple.
Yeah, if we feel rotten. Okay, tell me what he did for himself, Andre, by shedding 75 pounds. How many years did he add on to his life? What other health benefits is he going to enjoy now?
Oh, man, the list is endless. Naturally, he's going to add a lot to his lifestyle. His motivation would definitely increase. Work productivity goes up. Just overall, I think the most important part of it is his self-esteem. Mike already had determination when I first met him. I can tell right off the bat that he knew what he wanted. He was a go-getter, and basically he went out and basically done it. There was other individuals that actually came with him at the time that he actually enrolled with us to lose weight, and they didn't have the determination he did. He was determined to get it off, and as you can see, it paid off for him. And like I said, more than anything, it improved. Not only improved, but it made him more of a disciplined person. He's even more disciplined today than the time when I first met him.
There are those, Andre, who would say, I just can't lose. It just won't come off. For some people, you'd say that there is metabolic rate that is different. Some people, it is going to come off more easily than others. But would you, in your experience, say, yes, everybody can lose the weight if they exhibit the demonstration that Mike has?
I believe the strong word is there's no such word as can't.
Okay.
If you can show it to me in the dictionary, then yes, but you can't. There's no such word. There are certain situations genetically that individuals will need medical assistance to aid in that. But the bottom line is plain and simple. Weight loss is a combination of nutrition and exercise, not just getting up in the morning, walking, or doing cardiovascular. You have to basically build lean muscle. The television commercials have been illustrating this to us over and over again. I think there's like 5 or 6 television stations that constantly market advertising for machines or whatever, but the bottom line is you have to build lean quality muscle tissue. The more lean quality muscle tissue you build, the greater your metabolism, the more you burn fat. And this is done through resistance training with some cardiovascular conditioning.
Why? Now, Mike has already said that you were a great help to him. What are the things that you did for him? Told him what to eat, how much exercise to do, how many aerobics, what weights to do? What are some things that you kind of contour the exercise program to your clients?
Right. Basically, there's no set exercise for a particular individual unless that person is suffering from some type of injury. Then, therefore, the exercise is somewhat altered. But once you get into some type of machine type equipment. Then gradually, after a couple months, and combining both the free weights as well as the cardiovascular, we basically design a nutritional program for every client. We don't like to call it a diet program. We like to call it a nutritional program because that's what it is. It's solid basic nutrition, which consists of the right type of carbohydrates, protein, and fats given to your body within a given day. When you start restricting individuals, then you come into a lot of resentment. Individuals don't like to be told, well, this is nothing I don't want to eat, or we try to basically tell them, well, you can enjoy this, but make this the first priority.
Yes, I was told, maybe I'm telling secrets, but you even offered Mike a candy bar and he went into apoplexy.
A little bit of self-control. You have to have self-control.
Well, you know, a lot of times, have you put any of the weight back on? Because sometimes it's like if you gained all the weight in the first place, then you lose it, but you return to the way that you ate before, it's not going to be very long. You gain it right back. There has to be a lifestyle change. What did you do?
Basically, I tried to stick with my diet the best I could.
Which is?
Just low-fat, high-fiber mostly. I mean, you find what works for you, and with a trainer, he can help you.
Yeah, but people don't like to eat just brown rice and green lettuce.
No,
you know, and tofu once in a while.
Well, there's a lot of foods out there that taste good that don't have a lot of fat in them. I mean, you know, you just have to look. You know, it's some things you'll have to sacrifice on. I mean, obviously you can't eat the gooey, nasty things that you were talking about. You know, but
do you find that you want them anymore?
Oh, yeah, you want them. I mean, you see them.
Really?
They look good, yeah.
I got to confess, I don't even want them. I know what's in them, and I say, bleh, I don't even want them.
You get to that point. You know, at first, you'll want them. I mean, but you just, like I said, you have to exhibit self-control, you know.
So what is your day like now, Mike? You get up and...
I do most of my heavy eating, such as, you know, your consistent dieting is more in the afternoons. Your heavy eating that you're going to need for energy through the day is through the morning. You know, because you'll burn that off by the evening. But basically staying away from the fatty stuff. I mean, if you try your best in late afternoon to stay away from most of the fats
and how much exercise do you do?
An hour a day every day.
An hour a day every day? Now, some people say I don't have time.
You have to make time. You know, that's something that your body needs. I mean, it's needed for health.
Do you buy that they don't have time, Andre?
I know. Even if you can.
Well, you guys are merciless. Merciless.
If you can get in the gym at least 3 days a week, an hour a day, and you have a personal trainer or someone that can design you an effective workout program, you can still lose weight given 3 days a week. There's basically no excuse. If you have time to go shopping and buy groceries or go to the movies, you can set time out. I mean, like you said, it's not just something that needs to be done. It has to be done. It's part of a lifestyle. The Bible clearly states, mind, body, and soul. These things need to be practiced. And the way that you started is just by saying, I'm going to make that commitment to do it, and don't procrastinate. Just get up and start doing it now.
One thing, Andre, that you would like to do, or you'd like to see, is corporations that start in with the wellness programs for their employees.
Right.
What benefits do you see for the corporations should a program be instituted, and what kind of thing would you like to see happen?
I would like to see a lot of the companies basically focus a lot more on the fitness aspect into their companies.
To the benefit of?
To the benefit not only the employees, but to the fact that a reduced insurance rate, which is basically something that they want to do in corporate America, is to save money. And we spend millions of dollars on health care coverage, not only for ourselves, but for our employees. That's basically why individuals work, is to have that means of health care and insurance. Well, if you have somebody to come in and design a wellness program package for a company, true, you're going to reduce that cost of health care coverage for that employee. Not only that, you're going to also reduce the fact of absenteeism, increase productivity, workman compensation is reduced. There's a lot of positive benefits in it than it is any negative type. Not only that, with employees, you once again help them to lose weight. You build self-esteem. When you instill self-esteem in any person, you're gonna be able to not only increase their productivity in the job, but you're giving that person something good in return. You're giving them the confidence that they need, because we do live in a world where you're
such as with you, Mike, you found that when you had a partner here, somebody to whom you were accountable, somebody that you could share your misery, share your grief, whatever, so you could, and you are at the corporate level right now with a company called IHI, is that correct? Could we show just a couple of before pictures? There he is. And how heavy are you there in that picture, Mike?
Probably about 250.
Okay, 250. Goodness sakes. Okay, and then the next picture is you really working out.
Yeah, I was working,
You're really working out in the gym in the next picture, and so you have now combined the free weights also with the cardiovascular.
Yes.
Were you ever hungry?
At first, but as you know, I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean, if you keep at it and not let it win you, then you'll gain control over that.
Spiritually, how has it helped you, Mike?
Oh, yeah, that's no comparison. I mean, if you have more energy, you know, you've got more energy to do things for the Lord. You know, it's like, hey, I'm not tired. I can stay in church. I can do things. I can do more.
Not fall asleep during a sermon on Sunday.
That's right.
On Sunday morning.
Stay awake. You pray harder. You can fast longer. I mean, and the Bible says prayer and fasting gives you strength. So
you know, Andre, a few years ago, the big thing was sugar. Avoid sugar at all costs. Right. And now it's avoid fast at all costs. Where do you land on that?
Your body is supposed to be an efficient fat burner, not a sugar burner. This is why we constantly crave sugar all the time. It's a very, very difficult topic to get into. I'm a firm believer that you do need some fat in your diet, the right kind of fat, not saturated type fast, but the right type of fat. And sugar basically does have to be controlled, because if not, then it can be a double-edged sword. You know, too much insulin in the body, if it's not used correctly, will store in the body as a form of sugar. So all this is something that's another reason why you basically need to consult with a trainer or nutritionist where your sugar and your fats and your carbohydrates and your proteins can all be balanced out accordingly. So
your body will be met. Thanks, guys, for being with us. Andre, this is Body by Crayton, the location 2855 East 45th Street, Studio 1006 in Indianapolis, and telephone 549-3886. Thanks for being with us. And, you know, you look wonderful, and you obviously are very happy with yourself. So, best of luck to both of you, and I want you to stay with us.